I'm Grand Marshal Natalia Mijatovic, and I would like to call to order the Doctor of Pharmacy hooding ceremony of the State University of New York at Binghamton. Everyone please rise as you're able and remove your hats. We welcome you to join vocalist Emma Bennett in singing the national anthem. Everyone, please be seated.
Good morning, everybody. As the Dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Doctor of Pharmacy hooding ceremony for the class of 2023. Before we proceed with our ceremony, I would like to welcome members of the Binghamton University Council who are joining us today. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Catherine Grant Madigan, Chair. Linda Beamer. I would also like to introduce our other special guests who sit with us on stage this morning. They will stand as I call their names. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Harvey G. Stenger, President. Donald Hall, Provost, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Aaron Beadle, Associate Professor and Chair, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Karen Beth Bohan, Interim Associate Dean, Education and Engagement, Professor of Pharmacy Practice. Greg Delvicio, Vice President for Communications and Marketing. Sheila Doyle, Executive Director, Binghamton University Foundation. Scott Fewer, Alumni Association President. Karen Jones, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Emily Lipin, Clinical Assistant Professor, Pharmacy Practice. Natalia Mijatovic, Grand Marshal, Professor, Art and Design, Chair, Faculty Senate. Pamela Mission, Platform 40 Marshal, Associate Professor, Public Administration, Faculty Advisor to the President. Joanne Navarro, Vice President for Operations. Donald Neiman, Keynote Speaker, Professor of History. Sarah Oliveira, Professional Staff Senate. Erin Pauling, Assistant Dean, Academic Affairs, Clinical Associate Professor. Tenny Sopitan, Student Speaker. Please join me in applauding these special guests. I would also like to thank our vocalist, Emma Bennett, our pianist, John Eisenberg, and the Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band for their participation in today's celebration. Again, welcome to our celebration of 2023 Doctor of Pharmacy hooding ceremony. It is truly an honor to welcome our graduates, friends, and families to the 2023 School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences commencement ceremony. I will begin by officially congratulating the class of 2023. So some great news for our new school. Some of you know that we just finished our ACPE accreditation site visit. It is successful that they recommended a 4-year accreditation for our school, and you played an important role in this success. I want you to know that they commended the excellent professionalism of our students in all of their interactions with you, and they said our faculty and staff offer a small school care and enthusiasm and a big school research environment to our students. Now, back to many reasons for congratulating you. Our Doctor of Pharmacy students, you have accomplished a great deal in a short period of time, including achieving the highest PGY1 match rate in the country for those of you who applied. You have, for the first time, put the Binghamton University School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences front and center on the top in this recognition. I'm so proud of you. You have embraced all that we have asked of you, even during pandemic, when the challenges it posed made everything more difficult, both inside and outside the classroom and in laboratories, especially during your P2 year. You have shown amazing resilience as you adapted to changes in the delivery of instruction and to changes at clinical rotation sites. You grasped the many ways technology is used for your skills education, research, capstone projects, but also learned the value of communication with your faculty, fellow students, and preceptors. You also learned to be leaders through your participation in your student organization, through advocacy for the profession of pharmacy, and through your experiences in skills and other competitions. I'm particularly proud that in the clinical competition, we are number 11 of the 143 schools. You have also shown that you are willing and able to respond to help others through the pandemic while balancing your coursework and rotations. You are truly ready to play a critical role as a member of healthcare teams working to improve patient outcomes. It has been an incredible 4 years. Your hard work has paid off. Now you are prepared to change the face of profession of pharmacy. I truly mean it. Whether at the local, national, or international level. You may choose a career in community or hospital pharmacy, in direct patient care, or in the pharmaceutical industry, or working in drug discovery programs. But no matter what path you choose, you are prepared and capable of practicing at the top of your license. I speak on behalf of all the faculty and staff at the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences when I say I am truly, truly proud of you, what you have accomplished. So congratulations, class of 2023. Now, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Harvey Stenger, President of the Binghamton University.
Thank you, Raju. On behalf of Binghamton University, congratulations. Today is a day of celebration and recognition for the class of 2023. Today, our graduates join the rarefied ranks of those few practitioners who have earned a Doctor of Pharmacy degree. They don the traditional garb that sets them apart as scholars, the gown and hood that signal that the wearer has achieved mastery of their subject matter and has excelled in their field. And I can't think of anything more fitting for this class of outstanding students. This is a remarkable class that is already making a difference in our world through their care for patients. I also want to extend my thanks to all the parents and family members whose support and compassion have been so important. Your engagement has been crucial in helping assure our graduates have successfully endured long nights of study, struggles through demanding rotations, and the inevitable challenges of learning the names and uses of virtually unpronounceable medications. Congratulations as well to the school's administration. This celebration is a recognition of the vision and commitment of the school's leaders, teachers, and mentors. I also want to thank our faculty and preceptors for the vital work they've done serving as mentors and friends, guiding these students and modeling professional roles for them, our pharmacists in waiting. So please join me in applauding our faculty and preceptors who have so ably prepared our graduates. With their guidance, these students are changing the field of pharmacy. Our graduates' contributions to the field will stand the test of time, and every other student who follows will need to account for the new knowledge they have produced. Because of your work in the classroom, in laboratories, and in the field, you have distinguished yourselves in your knowledge of pharmacology and drug development and delivery. You've received a strong grounding in the latest advances in pharmacy, along with related scientific fields, including genomics, biotechnology, and geriatrics. But equally important, you also have immersed yourself in managerial science, hospital practice, and healthcare ethics. And your clinical work has given you a strong grounding in therapeutics and the interactions between drugs in a real-world setting. Similarly, your interprofessional experiences have provided you with the ability to assess patients holistically, understanding the context of their illness, and gaining practical experience that will set you apart from your peers. As a result, you have received an education that has prepared you for leadership roles throughout the pharmaceutical industry. Leadership in these fields will be challenging, as the pharmaceutical future is both complex and promising, with growing demand for low-cost, life-saving drugs and responsible and responsive pharmacists. But most of all, the pharmaceutical future needs outstanding practitioners like you. So this is a great time to be entering into your field. There is a growing demand for both pharmacists and pharmaceutical researchers, people who understand changing technologies, as well as the human element in healthcare. We recognize that our School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences is still young. This is only the third graduating class the school has produced. So this class will always be listed among the pioneers of pharmacy at Binghamton University. Like all pioneers, you took a chance. You took a chance with us and believed in our promise to you that you would be challenged and that you would be engaged in path-breaking research and be taught by some of the best faculty in their field. And I think we delivered. So today we recognize the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences class of 2023. I am incredibly proud of all of you and all that you have accomplished. Today, as I look to the faces of our new PharmD graduates, I have optimism and hope for the years ahead. However, before you take your first steps into that future, I hope you'll take some time to savor your accomplishments and family who have stood with you during this journey. The next chapter of your life starts tomorrow. But today, I hope you will just relax and have fun. You've earned it. So again, congratulations. You've made it. At this time, I would like to introduce Provost Donald Hall.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to be among those celebrating with you today. This is my first commencement as Provost at Binghamton University, and I'm happy to be here. So let me take this opportunity to congratulate all of our graduates and their families and friends who have supported them throughout their time here on the many achievements we are recognizing today. Congratulations, graduates. You are truly remarkable students who've brought your intellectual curiosity, work ethic, and sense of humor to bear throughout your time here. As you graduate from Binghamton, you will take with you what you have learned in your classes, laboratories, participation in student organizations, and through the thousands of interpersonal interactions you've had with those around you. You will take all that you have experienced here and become change makers in the ever-evolving field of pharmacy. We are all living in a very different world since the pandemic upended our lives, but your Binghamton education and experiences will serve you well, whether you choose to work in a community or hospital setting or elsewhere in the pharmaceutical industry. As newly minted doctors of pharmacy, you are leaving us with a strong foundation in your discipline. You have honed your critical thinking, decision-making, and communication skills, and you've completed rigorous clinical rotations and a capstone research project that will give you an edge as you pursue your pharmacy career. As you have prepared throughout your time here to tackle what is ahead, the next decisions you might find yourself facing are, what do I want my work life to look like? And how will I maintain my work-life balance? Since you're all well past now the undecided stage of your college years, my advice for you is this: to pursue the career path that excites you the most, that feeds your soul the most, whether it's as a community pharmacist, with a pharmaceutical company, or with a healthcare agency. All of those career paths are open to you. Make your decisions, of course, from those that are possible for you, but as you make your way forward, remember to define your value to your prospective employers. Show them that you know how to solve problems, that you know how to work well with others on teams, that you've learned to be a leader at Binghamton University, and that you're a good communicator. These skills will serve you well in whatever endeavors you undertake. So thank you for choosing Binghamton. It has been a pleasure to have you here as our students. Congratulations on your many accomplishments, and please, please stay in touch with us and keep us informed of your many accomplishments that are yet to come. So I'd like now to introduce our Alumni Association President, Scott Foyer. Scott would like to share congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association. Congratulations from me.
Thank you, Provost Hall. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we're off to a good start. To you, the class of 2023, I offer congratulations on graduating from Binghamton University. I'm so excited for all of you, and it's an honor to be part of this very significant and emotional day. By now, you've probably heard a million times about the importance of networking and the value of relationships. After today, you can say you've heard it 1,000,001 times. I do feel the message is worth reinforcing because one of the best attributes of Binghamton University is the strength of our alumni network. And now you are part of this network. We have more than 150,000 alumni in over 100 countries. Wherever you go from here, you'll find Binghamton alumni there. By graduating, you've automatically joined the Alumni Association, which is a resource for you, always here to connect you with other alumni and the university. But like anything else, you get out what you put in. If a Binghamton event is happening close to where you live, try to get there. If your location or schedule only allows you to connect with us virtually, try to log on. We have LinkedIn groups, an online mentoring program, and every year at homecoming we have a great tailgate party and other activities where you can get together with your college friends. Whether it's in person or virtually, always keep adding to your network. You never know when a connection is going to benefit you, and perhaps you'll be able to help someone else. I've heard many stories of Binghamton connections leading to jobs for recent graduates. And just last year, I was able to help a member of the class of 2022 get her first job after we met at a virtual networking event. I've hosted alumni events at my law office, and I've mentored and advised students and fellow alumni. I'm very willing to help, and I found that other Binghamton alumni feel the same way. I encourage you to take advantage of opportunities to engage with alumni who want to be a resource for you. And down the road, when you're able, be sure to give back and pay it forward to the next generation. Always remember what it feels like to be at the beginning of your career journey, so you will understand and relate to the graduating classes who follow in your footsteps. My family recently celebrated Passover with a close college friend of ours and her family. Her dad, a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor, still leads the Seder and tells incredible stories about his experiences during World War II and his path to America. Every year he speaks about the concept of Lador Vador, which is Hebrew for from generation to generation. Holidays are one way that we make connections between generations of people. It occurred to me that this concept applies equally to the Alumni Association. By giving our time to the next generation of alumni, we make a connection with them and make a difference in their lives. This is a little sad for me because it's my last commencement as president of the Alumni Association. It's been a great experience and has given me the opportunity to meet some incredible people. But you don't have to be on the Alumni Association board to realize the benefits of getting involved. Before I close, I want to emphasize to you that it's your Alumni Association, and where it goes from here largely depends on you. So get involved and make your voice heard. Be sure to scan the QR code that you will find around campus. Please update your contact information in the Be Connected database so you will receive notifications about upcoming events and programs and not miss anything that might be of interest to you. Though your time as a student may have concluded, you are a Bearcat for life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Donald Neiman. So Don is a professor of history at Binghamton University who focuses his research on law, race, and civil rights in US history to expand our understanding of citizenship, rights, politics, and the Constitution. He is a Phi Beta Kappa graduate of Drake University and earned his doctorate from Rice University and taught at several colleges before becoming professor and chair of the Department of History at Bowling Green. He joined Binghamton University as the Dean of Harper College of Arts and Sciences in 2008 and as the university's Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs from 2012 to 22, played a critical role in determining the need for and the establishment of our school, the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. He also served as an interim dean for our school during the transition, and he helped to guide the school during his term as the interim dean. He is currently completing a book that seeks to explain why American politics has become gridlocked, nasty, and dysfunctional, and indeed a threat to the Republican form of government. Please welcome to the podium Don Neiman.
Good morning. Thanks so much, Raju. for that very kind introduction, and even more for inviting me to participate in this very special event. I'd like to begin by congratulating the Binghamton University School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences class of 2023 on a remarkable, hard-earned achievement. Congratulations to you. I would also like to congratulate family and friends who are with us this morning. Your love and support have been critical to the success of these remarkable professionals. They're going to be receiving a lot of applause this morning, but you deserve a shout out too. So graduates, will you join me in a round of applause for your biggest fans? Having you here makes this event extra special for our graduates and for all of us as well. Graduates, this is your day. This day belongs to you. You set your sights high, you worked hard, and you pushed ahead when you thought that, things like medicinal chemistry, biostatistics, or pharmacokinetics would just absolutely be the end of you. You made new friends who helped you through the tough times, and you discovered the satisfaction that comes with assisting patients. You've overcome challenges and gotten a glimpse of the satisfaction that your profession offers. But today, as President Stenger said, you should savor your accomplishment. Take the day to sit back, enjoy it with friends, family who are with you today, and soak in what you have accomplished because it's special. You are entering a wonderful profession, one that has become integral to making healthcare accessible to Americans. And the role of pharmacists like you will only expand in the coming years. You will see changes in the profession that those retiring now could never even dream of. You're very well prepared to make the most of those opportunities that will open to you because you're Binghamton graduates. While your school is new, it is already distinguishing itself as a leader in pharmacy education. Its faculty are world-class, and as you well know after 4 years, they are devoted to your success. They've created an innovative curriculum that ensures that you are well prepared to be leaders in your profession. And that's not hyperbole. It's supported by the data. This year, Binghamton graduates passed the NAPLEX exam, that's the licensing exam for pharmacists, at the second highest rate of any pharmacy school in New York. I might add, at an even higher rate than that other SUNY pharmacy school. I don't know. It begins with B too, but out there someplace in the West. Equally impressive, members of your class, the class of 23, who applied for residencies, won acceptance at a higher rate than students from any pharmacy school in the United States. You are good. So, you're well prepared, you have a degree, from a school that's making a name for itself, you are also joining a profession that Americans trust. That can't be said for every profession, or in fact, many of them. Pharmacists and doctors are at the top of the list. The only profession that Americans trust slightly more than pharmacists and doctors are nurses. Americans have more faith in pharmacists than in lawyers, bankers, accountants, teachers, even clergy. Now, there are several reasons for this confidence, I think. First, people know and interact with their pharmacist regularly. You know, we can walk into our neighborhood pharmacy and ask our pharmacist questions without making an appointment 3 months in advance. That's something that doesn't readily happen with doctors or even nurses. I think that one of your responsibilities is to ensure that you earn and maintain that trust from your patients. You know from your IPPEs and your APPEs, and for those of you out there who might be uninitiated, those are introductory and advanced clinical experiences that our students take. You know from your IPPEs and your APPEs that the life of a working pharmacist is harried. You know, clients lined up to pick up prescriptions, complications with getting authorizations from insurance companies or renewals from physicians, questions about drug interactions, sticker shock at the price of a medication, and lots more. Sometimes you're on the job, you feel you don't have time to breathe. But even on the craziest days, the time you take to answer patients' questions, the empathy you show for senior citizens who are concerned with a new medication that they've been prescribed, or a patient who's alarmed about how they're going to pay for a prescription, is what makes you trusted, valued, and respected. My pharmacy is the CVS pharmacy at Target on Vestal Parkway. I suspect some of you have done IPPEs or APPEs there. Some of you probably worked there. One of you may have given me my COVID booster or a flu shot, because I've had a number of Binghamton pharmacy students do that. I've known the two pharmacists who work there for years, and they know me. They greet me by name, ask about my family, help me navigate insurance issues when they come up, and always patiently answer my questions. I know I can count on them, and I trust them. And my experience is hardly unique. And I know that you will ensure that your patients trust you and value your professionalism as well. Now, the trust that pharmacists have earned is based on more than being empathic, accessible, and friendly. You didn't need 4 years of medicinal chemistry and all the rest of it to be empathic and friendly. It's also based on deep scientific knowledge that pharmacists bring to their practice, that you will bring to your practice. And this is where Binghamton pharmacists, you, stand out. And let me explain a little bit what I mean. 11 years ago, when President Stenger and I first discussed creating a pharmacy school, we agreed that our pharmacy school would be dedicated to first-class pharmacy education and also to path-breaking research. We wanted to create a school that would elevate Binghamton's prowess and reputation as a Research One university. But we also believed that a school whose faculty are doing cutting-edge research would offer students an education that would make them better clinicians. We believed that the two would come together. That belief was reflected in the building that we designed, and even more important, in the faculty that we hired. Your faculty are driven to discover. They conduct basic translational and clinical research that leads to new therapies and better outcomes for patients. Binghamton University research is helping us better understand and treat things like neuromuscular disorders, cancer, autoimmune diseases, diabetes, infectious diseases, and opioid addiction and substance abuse. This commitment to discovery extends beyond the lab. It's not just what faculty and students are doing in the lab. Binghamton's research-savvy faculty shaped a curriculum that gives every student instruction in research methods and requires them to complete a capstone research project. We also offer an advanced research track for those who want to delve deeper, as many of you have. The depth of understanding of research and pharmaceutical sciences that our school has provided sets you apart and will make you better pharmacists. And, in the process, help you earn the trust and keep the trust of your patients. The reason is simple. You are becoming part of a dynamic, rapidly changing profession that is grounded in science. Researchers and pharmaceutical companies are constantly developing new drugs. They treat acute and chronic conditions that we once simply had to live with or die from. So the new discoveries offer us and our loved ones longer, fuller lives. But to ensure that drugs are safe and effective, that we can trust them, they must undergo rigorous development and tests in the lab and on animals and clinical trials with human beings as well. Data from those tests and trials then undergo extensive review by panels of scientists. The goal of this lengthy, rigorous process is to demonstrate scientifically, to the best of our ability, that new drugs are safe and effective, to identify risks that come with them for certain populations, and to suggest strategies for managing those risks. Rigorous scientific review has long been a vital part of the drug development process in the United States. But it is now even more important than ever. We live in a time when expertise, including scientific expertise, is being questioned as never before. Questioning is always good, and expertise can and has been abused. We know that. But we are experiencing something more than healthy skepticism. We face fact-free conspiracy theories that spread like wildfire on the internet and social media that gain credibility even when they're based on evidence that is flimsy, concocted, or simply non-existent. We've seen it with the spread of an anti-vaccine movement that affected our response to COVID. And in the past 2 months, we've seen it with an assault on the approval of a drug critical to women's health that underwent FDA review and approval a quarter century ago and has proven remarkably safe and effective in over 2 decades of use on millions of patients. Well, what does all that have to do with you? I think a lot. You will interact with patients, some of whom will have questions about the safety of medications that have been prescribed or vaccines. Because you understand how research is conducted, the protocols for clinical trials, and the rigorous peer review that they undergo, you can answer those questions knowledgeably and scientifically. You don't have to take sides in public debates, but you can explain the process, the facts, and the science. And God knows we need more of that now. That is part of the trust you will build with patients, and why patients will come to rely on your guidance. We know from experience with the COVID vaccines that what most reassured skeptics was talking with their physician or their pharmacist, people they trusted. You must be voices of science and reason in a world where disregard for them has become a threat to public health, social progress, and civil society. You are all well prepared to take on that role because your curriculum was evidence-based, scientifically grounded, and included serious research. A curriculum that is premier, just like your school and your university, just like you. Once again, congratulations on your accomplishment. We are all so proud of you and the good work that you will do for people in your community for many, many years to come. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you very much, Don. At this time, I would like to introduce Associate Professor and Chair of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Aaron Beadle.
Thank you, Dean Nagaraju. PharmD Class of 2023 graduates, it is my privilege to share this special day with you. You did it, right? At this time, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the Class of 2023 graduation speaker, Tenny Sopotan. Tenny completed her Bachelor of Science in Nutrition Science with the minor in Exercise Science at North Carolina State University. While an undergraduate student, Tenny served as the captain of her varsity volleyball team, enhancing her academic experience with leadership, team athletics, and community service. When Tenny arrived in Binghamton in fall of 2019, you must have seen something in her that was special, because you elected her to be your P1 class president. And Tenny must have earned your trust and demonstrated her commitment to advocate on your behalf, because you re-elected her as your class president in P2, P3, and P4 years. Okay. I had direct experience with Tenny in this role, and I can attest that she sought out your professors to address student concerns in the fall of P2 when the academic load, combined with the raging COVID-19 pandemic, fueled some of the most difficult times you faced as students here. In addition to class president, Tenny served as the parliamentarian supporting effective student governance. She was instrumental in creating the position of multicultural affairs coordinator on the executive board, and she served as the vice president for the Oncology Pharmacy Student Organization. Tenny Sopitan has been a mentor to many students, serving as a tutor to help pharmacy students master some of our most difficult coursework, and as a volunteer volleyball coach to the Binghamton University women's varsity volleyball team. Tenny has excelled in academics as a pharmacy student, and she sought opportunities to gain exposure to research. Tenny was accepted into our research track program, working with faculty mentor Dr. Gail Radinger. Tenny followed her desire to improve the lives of underserved and vulnerable populations by focusing on a project to understand and evaluate the resources and services provided to neurodivergent students in post-secondary education. And she shared this important work with us just a few days ago at our Capstone Research Day poster session. Today marks the end of your time as PharmD students, and I hope that each of you looks forward to your next adventure. This summer, Tenny will begin an industry fellowship. She will become a postdoctoral marketing fellow at Rev Health, a marketing company affiliated with the Industry Pharmacy Organization. There, she will focus on strategic and branded communication to give patients and providers the information that they need to make informed therapy decisions. I recently asked Tenny what hobbies or activities she uses to achieve balance in her life. And she told me, now that she would have more time on her hands, that she wants to learn some new skills, some new sports, golf, tennis, and swimming. So, as an individual, a leader, and a team member, I do believe that Tenny will navigate this rough to find a smoother fairway as she moves forward. So, please join me in welcoming your class of 2023 graduate student speaker, Tenny Sopitan.
That was amazing. Thank you, Dr. Beadle. Good morning, everyone. I am so honored to be speaking here today. I have had the privilege to represent class of 2023 as president for the past 4 years, and time really does fly by. I never believed people when they said it would go by fast. I just thought it was a bunch of baloney. Aesop, a Greek fabulist, once said, "Individually, you can easily be conquered, but together you are invincible. Union gives strength." That is the best way to describe class of 2023. We are each strong individually, but unified, we're able to accomplish so much at Binghamton University School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. We invoke change to help create a better school experience for future generations. I know we were the class to constantly ask for changes at the school. We all came from different backgrounds, and we were able to accomplish so much. Not all the changes will benefit us directly, but knowing as a class that we were able to improve Binghamton University School of Pharmacy for future generations is something to be proud of. I know when I listen to speeches, I just want them to get to the point. Like, girl, what's the point of this speech? So here it is. No matter what stage we are in our lives, we will continue to work in teams. Teams we voluntarily put together are teams that we are placed in. We have to create a wolf pack in whatever chapter of our lives we are in. I will be nobody without the 80 of you standing next to me. I would have been a lone wolf. In order to fully understand what I mean by wolf pack, I need to give some context. At North Carolina State University, my alma mater, the mascot was the wolf pack. Personally, I never gave it much thought. But upon reflection, I started to understand how intentional it was. We could have been the wolves, hunters, ferocious or independent, but instead we were the wolf pack, team-oriented and thinking of the greater good. How could I have missed it? So let me tell you a short story of what I learned at State. I entered NC State with a full athletic scholarship playing Division I varsity volleyball. Starting my first year there, I knew I always had 12 women who had my back from thick to thin. I was able to form lifelong friendships throughout those 4 years. So starting pharmacy school in 2019, I didn't understand the importance of rebuilding my wolf pack. My first 3 months of pharmacy school were the hardest moments of my life. I was incredibly lonely, and I started to remember NC State. I realized I needed to build my wolf pack again. I ran for class president, and I started to engage with the people who were also going through the hardest moments of their lives, and I was able to relate to everyone on a deeper level I initially didn't think was possible. I started to build my wolf pack again. My memory is not the best, but I did want to highlight some of the experiences we got through together. P1 fall semester, our first wave of exams, I remember thinking, oh, this is what pharmacy school is like. Our entire P2 year, I don't need to remind us that Ms. Rona ruined our plans. P3 spring, with the countless group assignments we had to submit, I did not think the spring semester, the May could come any faster. And last but not least, P4 year, which we have the highest residency match rate in the nation. We have 4 industry buffs who got fellowships. And last but not least, everyone who got job offers who are going to be making real doctor money. Look at us sitting at graduation. Congratulations to class of 2023. We did it. I hope, class of 2023, that you're able to see the parallels from my experience into our future careers as pharmacists. Whether we're in teams in retail, hospital, or industry settings, we will create the teams we will need to be in to accomplish common goals. I do think it's so cliche for the takeaway message to be forming your team, especially with the professors telling us the importance of team building P3 spring semester. But being a little far removed from group assignments, it's easy to see that the professors were right. No, we're not fighting for a grade anymore. We're taking care of patients. This gives us a little bit of a different perspective to keep in mind, and it makes it a lot easier to value the teams that we continue to be placed in. I want to say congratulations again to class of 2023, but it's important to note that this is not solely ours. I want to take the time to thank professors, staff, faculty, friends, support systems. Personally, I know I would not have been able to do this without my mother and favorite professors and close friends. We will never be able to repay our parents for the sacrifices that they made, so a round of applause for them. Shout out to you, Mom. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all, class of 2023. Congratulations. This is only the beginning. Let's start saving lives.
Thank you, Tenny. At this time, we will recognize our graduates who have attained Doctor of Pharmacy degree, one of the highest degrees conferred by the university. President Stenger, if you will, please join me. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy please rise? President Stenger, as Dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, I have the honor to present to you these scholars, all of whom have devoted themselves to their rigorous pursuit of advanced study and have obtained the highest degree in their discipline awarded by this university.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. In accordance with the usual custom, you are entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining to the degree here and elsewhere. In token thereof, we will award you a diploma and invest you with the appropriate hood for your degree.
Will School Marshal David Mastro please lead the Doctor of Pharmacy candidates to the platform to be hooded by the faculty selected by our students.
Dr. David Joseph Mastro. Dr. Leah Kowalski. Dr. Numra Ahmed. Dr. Daniel Robert Ames. Dr. Stefan Matthew Antoine. Dr. Udell Nina Bagtas. Dr. Majda Sulef Boregba. Dr. Catherine Bradley. Dr. Freddie Anthony Cedeno. Dr. Omaima Shamar. Dr. Selena Chow. Dr. Shari Ann Clairge. Dr. Jeff Cole. Dr. Joseph Anthony D'Antonio. Dr. Melissa Obilisunder Delaney. Dr. Alexis Del Balso. Dr. Carolyn T. Dorbaji. Dr. Maria Elizabeth Dussing. Dr. Vinci Feng. Dr. Serena Farnell. Dr. Kira Farrell. Dr. Emily Rose Fidelio. Dr. Anna Marie Fink. Dr. Jennifer Fiskus. Dr. Shannon Fitzpatrick. Dr. Deanna Farella. Dr. Heather Garr. Dr. Kaylee Garton. Dr. Victor Gazdoyu. Dr. Zoya George. Dr. Anthony Michael Germano. Dr. Brooke Ann Guernsey. Dr. Juhi Gurtada. Dr. Mana Halaji. Dr. Justin Hahn. Dr. Mohammed Hashmi. Dr. Tyler Hecox. Dr. Brendan Patrick Hickey. Dr. Keith Marvin Hughes, Jr. Dr. Shaylin Jones. Dr. Gurpreet Kaur. Dr. Eric James Kelly. Dr. Bishta Ibrahim Kale. Dr. Peter Charles Klopp. Dr. Stephanie Kovnat. Dr. Caitlin Nguyen Lei. Dr. Zachary Robert Locke. Dr. Patricia Lorquette. Dr. Hassan Majid. Dr. Sabrina Marquez. Dr. Alvi Matthew. Dr. Kayode Meduban. Dr. Nina Marie Miselli. Dr. Nu Wen. Dr. Cody O'Neill. Dr. Michael Daniel O'Shea. Dr. Busola Obasa. Dr. Ferdinand Chibueze Ojibor. Dr. Dominic Patafio. Dr. Krunali Patel. Dr. Nikul Patel. Dr. Somil Patel. Dr. Kevin Perdue. Dr. Junit Rebecca Pierre. Dr. Lauren Radzowitz. Dr. Hasib Rahman. Dr. Cassandra Lynn Raymond. Dr. Jemima Ashley Royer. Dr. Brianna Salauti. Dr. Farida Mustafa Sharif. Dr. Olua Teniayo Sopatan. Dr. Jenna Stoshko. Dr. Brianna Studer. Dr. Hannah Surdai. Dr. Emmanuel Tufor. Dr. Jennifer Lissa Varkey. Dr. Taylor Warner. Dr. Claudia Morgan Woznicki. Dr. Tyler J. Wright. Dr. Shirley Zhu. Dr. Michelle Young.
On behalf of the entire Binghamton University community, I congratulate you, the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences class of 2023, on this hard-earned achievement, and welcome to the Universal Company of Scholars.
Congratulations to you all. I would now like to introduce Karen Beth Bohen, who will lead the oath of a pharmacist.
All pharmacists in the audience are welcome to stand and recite the oath of a pharmacist with our students, graduates. You can find the oath on the back cover of the commencement program. Please repeat after me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experience, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public.
Now, I would like to ask everyone to raise as they are able. Please remove your hats as we sing the Binghamton University alma mater. We invite everybody to join in singing the refrain and second verse. The lyrics may be found at the back cover of the commencement program.
The Doctor of Pharmacy hooding ceremony proceedings of the State University of New York at Binghamton are now concluded. We kindly ask that the audience remain seated for the academic recessional.